Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. You can do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman for some fantastic beard products that'll make your beard look and smell great. You can also go to TCG Player using the affiliate link below and shop there to help support the show. And last but absolutely not least, go to greyvikinggames.com with the link below to get those sweet arena codes. What is up, Planeswalkers? Justin, aka Six, back with some more Magic the Gathering news. And today we have a first look at Streets of New Capenna, where family means business. This set is actually super cool so far. Essentially, the Streets of New Capenna is this kind of mobster-esque world where there are 5 3-color families. I think they're all headed by demons, and I think they said that all of the demons have additional, like they're not just demons, right? They have some extra creature type. But they're headed by 5 3-color shard demons, which means, I'm skipping past this, shut up, it's fine, everything's fine. The most important part is that we have the shard triumphs. We got, I guess they've changed how they're doing this. No, because I still don't have this in the like right order. I don't know why these two and these two are switched. Because, like, it's supposed to be Bant, Esper, Grixis, Jund, Naya. But I don't know why they did it this way. Regardless, I am super stoked that we're getting access to these cards. This will make these color decks, especially the mid-range and control ones, have just a better mana base. I am so excited for Xander's Lounge playing Grixis Bolus. Like, I cannot describe to you how awesome this will be, because you don't like the two mana ones, right? Because they're not the best. They only produce 2 mana. So you don't like when you have the Fetid Pools or the Canyon Slough to come in tapped. Because again, they're only the 2 manas. Xander's Lounge is all of the 3. And it also cycles. It's so good. The cycle lands, the 2 mana ones, are nice because if you end up flooding out, you cycle them. You just go away. But again, it's only 2 of the colors. I am super stoked for this deck, and I'll go ahead and walk through some stuff first. So, I'm not going to read that. I haven't read it yet. I'm not going to. This is the what are they called? It's like the set, not the set logo. No, I think it is the set logo. At one point, relatively recently, all of the set logos have been like very similar. They're all just like the Beleren text in a specific color. But it looks like they have been treating the logos as individual things again, which is super awesome. This is the set symbol. This is the commander set symbol. This is a freaking brass knuckle inside of Angel Wings ? Because again, this is a set ruled by demons. So we have some interesting potential implications there. We're getting a story from the 28th to the 5th. A story video on the 31st. But notice, we're not getting the card image gallery until the 15th. This is something that Wizards has been doing recently, and I definitely appreciate it. We're essentially getting the story before we get the cards. Right, in the past, that I guess is technically not very recent now. In the past, they've done trying to tell the story alongside the sets. Then they just tried to not have a story and just tell the story through the cards, which was a disaster, in my opinion. And I really do like just the fact that they're having the story come out before, because it still gets you hyped for the cards to see how the story plays out on the cards. Look for potential moments from the story in the cards. And then I don't remember if I've talked about this yet, but the pre-release is April 22nd. We don't get it until actual launch day. I'm fine with this, right? As someone who doesn't draft, who doesn't really do limited all that much, I don't care one way or the other if it comes on first on Arena or in store, right? However, I recognize that one of the issues that Magic in-store has for pre-releases is that if someone is more enfranchised, they're probably a little bit more likely to be a person to play Arena and play in-store. The store that I was in Oxford, I went into that store, you know, and I talked a little bit to the people who were in there, and it really seemed like they were not nearly as online, right? It seemed like they played like in person only, which boggles my mind. But like they didn't know a lot of the prominent MTGO and arena streamers or general content creators, and I was incredibly surprised by that. But someone who is, I guess, more enfranchised than that is possibly someone who plays both. So if they play Arena like for an entire week, drafting or doing sealed before the actual pre-release, they are technically getting an advantage, right? The point of a pre-release really is to have this like pretty flat playing field. Obviously, someone who has more experience in Magic generally is going to perform better at a pre-release because they have a better base understanding of the game, right? Even if they are not, if they're not as practiced with these specific cards, they are still able to, you know, understand what types of things work together. However, that's entirely different from like a normal standard event or a modern event or whatever, right? Because then like you have people who are making like bomb-ass decks against the equivalent of noobs. There's like newer players in the game where like they just have not great decks. But with pre-release, even the beginning noobs, right? They're seeing those cards essentially at the same time, right? So it's technically a little more level. I'm totally fine with this, especially if it helps. If it helps local game stores, cool. There's a local game store around here. I've been here for 2 months now. I have still not gone because I am what I like to call a coward. Also, I don't drive. Anyway, enough talking about that. Story before previous continue. Yeah, blah blah blah. Cool. It's freaking Art Deco, dude. It's strong, like BioShock vibes. Fudge. There's another, like this art in particular of this Plains, definitely reminds me of. It reminds me of a freaking like iconic book cover, I think. Art Deco book cover. What is it? I don't see it off my very, very brief cursory glance, but it had like fucking trains like this, man. I'm not crazy. Okay? I'm not crazy. If you know roughly what I'm talking about, please let me know. Because I know I've seen I think it was a book cover, but it had like this fucking style with like the shadows and everything. Regardless, this aesthetic, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Also, like, Wizards is going to be printing full art lands essentially in every set now. I'm fine with that, right? At one point they said like, you know, if you do something like this every time, it's no longer special. Bullcrap. Do you know why? Because we still get excited every time we see full art basics. Frankly, they should stop making not full art basics. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's probably some people who prefer the non-full arts, but still, they're probably going to be doing this like full art basics for the foreseeable future, and I honestly think that is a smart move. Like they just look so great. These also like sell packs, you know. Like it's not just the rares and mythic. It's the bling, right? And if if your foil is a normal basic land, If your foil is a full art basic land, it feels good. Especially like I can't begin to imagine what the foiling on this card will be, right? It's just beautiful. I haven't even gotten to the other basics yet. Like what more is there to say? It's beautiful. It's just fucking beautiful. It looks so good. This is like fucking art. Like this is like, obviously it's art, but it's like fucking art, man. Same with Same with the traditional Japanese lands. I don't remember enough of how it was spelled to even begin to try and pronounce it. So yeah, let's move on lower. We see here what appears to be an angel, and we have other angel motifs that we'll get to in a moment. It's very interesting. So I wonder if there's a theme. No, and it also looks like, yeah. So this is essentially, yeah, it's essentially a bunch of different people doing these lands. It's not. Although Mateo seems like he's done a decent amount. Then the illustration man has done too. Yeah, you know. Oh wait, I think I saw another one of you. I didn't. I'm a liar. Regardless, so for this one, I can't really choose favorites. I guess this edges it out slightly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the way the angel looks. I'm not sure I'm gonna enjoy the style of angels in this set. But that's fine, because I'm enjoying everything else so far. This one wins. So we got, like, Garbage Pool, and then we have, like, Blood Mansion? I don't know if that's, like, over... Like, if this flooded, or if this is, like, a weird pool thing? But I do like this very slightly more. I prefer the Art Deco aesthetics here, but I just prefer the red over the green. This factory is a bit too much for my eyes, so I gotta go with this. That's like, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Although this angel looks good. Dude, I gotta go with the, what is that, a Dutch angle? I gotta go with the Dutch angle Art Deco frame. It's so good. It's just so good. Anyway, who cares? Look at these. The Esper is something called the Obscura, which I believe is a bunch of, like, information brokers. The Maestros, I'm assuming they have something to do with music, but they're definitely, like, the club vibe. They're Grixis. Then the Riveteers, these are fucking, like, workers, right? These are the kind of big, buff, burly factory workers, union dudes, I think. The Riveteers, cool. The Cabaretti seem to be like, oh gosh, what? Because they're like, they have like a big garden thing. Honestly, I don't remember enough of what that is. This one I think is just like a money lender, which doesn't exactly seem to be like. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to kind of see. But whatever. You'll learn more about these powerful families soon. Right? It doesn't actually tell you about the families yet, right? Yeah, just making sure. Shut up. Everything's fine. Also, if my forehead glistens, it's because it's fucking hot in here. So yeah, so we get a little bit of this, right? Parklight Cabaretti grounds. Maybe these are like lavish partiers, or like lavish rich people who just like to eat grapes or something. I don't know exactly. But yeah, this tower looms over the city. Very obviously information brokery stuff. This is a headquarters. It looks very Azorius. So I guess maybe that's where they kind of get the brokering line. But, like, I don't understand exactly. I don't understand the green, man. Xander's Lounge, fucking easy. Dude, hedonism all the way. Makes sense. And then, so we've seen plenty of cars that are, like, abstractions, right? Luxury suite is not a mountain or a swamp, right? It's a freaking luxury suite. But we have decided, I mean, I guess we haven't, but, like, the game designers have decided that, like, we aren't talking literal plains, islands, and swamps. Especially not anymore, right? These are the names that we've given to the basic land that produces this mana. Everything else can have a basic land type. It doesn't mean it is that, right? This looks like it's just kind of a forested zone. I doubt this is on a mountain. I doubt there is any actual, like, open field of plains, right? This is not an island. Right, it has running water, but it's not an island, so it's an abstraction. This takes it to a bit of a new level. This is just a boxing ring nestled into a factory. Okay, it's weird. Oh, but don't worry, we have more art. Ages 5 families that vie for strength and profits. A new competitor take more than just 1 or 2 colors. Family means business. And being aligned with deal makers and muscle, looking out for you can make the difference when there are 4 more families ready to take you up. Yeah, so we have these versions, which I kind of like better off the bat. These are, I mean, the thing is, these are all, like, very beautiful. But I just kind of, there's something about, like, these symbols, right? It feels like you're walking into the headquarters. Oh, wait. There's a person at the bottom here. This might, okay, well, this one doesn't actually, like, this kind of, like, these look like corridors. This doesn't. I don't know. I just generally like that. Oh, but wait, there's fucking more. And now these are in the Art Deco style, right? When I saw these, I saw them in this order, right? I saw this, and I was like, yo, man, this is pretty awesome. Then I saw this, I was like, yo, dude, it's like the freaking symbols, man. And then I saw this, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. The Art Deco just looks great. It's so good. Although I think for this one, I like this. Actually, I might like this one the most. I think I like that lounge vibe, but still, absolutely awesome. We can see the special frame for these is really cool. So I assume we're gonna have like the business gangster frame. It's gonna look something along those lines. And then of course we have an actual preview card, Broker's Ascendancy. So they're treating this like kind of in some ways the flip side of Khans of Tarkir, as well as the flip side of Ikoria, right? So we're probably going to get a decent number of things here. So the thing is, we already have the ultimatums. I doubt they're going to reprint them. Oh wait, no, wait. Yeah, it's Violent Ultimatum, Titanic Ultimatum, Brilliant Ultimatum, Clarion Ultimatum, and Cruel Ultimatum. They might reprint the ultimatums in this set. The issue is that would take up a decent number of rare slots, so they might not. But we're definitely getting the Ascendancy enchantments, which is going to be cool. Let's see, we had Absent Charm. Oh no, we already had the Shard Charms from Alara. So yeah, anyway, this card at the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. Very obviously, this goes into Atraxa. Who knows? It doesn't go to my Atraxa deck because I'm not a heathen. I play a Phyrexian themed Atraxa deck. Every card in there has got to be printed in Phyrexia in some way, or with like reference to Phyrexia in some way. This card seems dumb. Like, even if you just play like efficient turn 1 creature, efficient turn 2 creature, this on turn 3, your creatures are bigger. On turn 4, you play a dumb planeswalker that makes your creatures even better, or makes another creature. Then you get to just make all of those things bigger. Like, this card feels fucking nuts, right? The change to Luminarch Ascension sucked because it can only hit one thing anyway. This thing hits all your things, and your planeswalkers. It seems really awesome. Oh, bro, wait. Dude, wait. Hear me out. Turn 1, you have the stupid elf boy that gets bigger when you play bigger creatures. I do not ever remember the name of that card. All I can, it's like Pel Collector. Yeah. Then you got turn 2, the Conclave Mentor. So Pel Collector becomes a 3/3. You get to attack with a 3/3 on turn 2. Then on turn 3 you play this. You still get to attack with a 3/3, maybe a 2/2 if your opponent isn't playing anything. At the end of that, both of your creatures will get buffed by 2. I assume the Mentor actually counts itself. It might not. Conk Ment would be play on a creature. Yeah, so you'd get 2. So then you'd have a 5/5 and a 4/4. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's great. You can read this if you want. I don't care about it. But I do want to talk. I'm actually going to skip down. Sorry. I want to talk about this art. I don't know if we've seen this art before. No, I think we have, because people were suggesting that it might be like an anti-Gatewatch. I think Ob might join the Gatewatch. It would be really weird, but I feel like Ob Nicholas might be the next member of the Gatewatch. For what it's worth, I won't be surprised if it's a new like evil organization, you know. Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom, right? I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm betting that, like, well, I think they said Elspeth's gonna be in this set. I guess it could be Elspeth that, like, convinces him about the threat of Phyrexia, because, like, this dude was like a conqueror and stuff like that. So my guess, right, is that he isn't going to want to conquer worlds that are shitty and Phyrexian. Sorry for cursing. I'm so used to streaming right now. But yeah, I kind of really want this to be an oath. Because if this is Oath of Ob Nicholas, it's going to be pretty dang cool. And look, he looks pissed about it, right? Like, he doesn't want to join them, but he recognizes that, like, oh man, I gotta do things. Yeah, so that's that. And then this is a demon or devil driving in a car with a giant angel hood ornament. This set is going to be awesome. I can't tell like any of this stuff, but yeah, big street devil. And we got some of the packs here. We see someone containing what appears to be, actually that might be spying. Yeah, it's possible they're spying on a demon who's toiling. I cannot tell at all, but it kind of looks like vampires. So maybe we'll have some vampiric type stuff in here. Obviously just like tough dudes. Like, this is just showing what this is. An orc, ogre, maybe. That's a devil, not a demon, I assume. Then we got a woman hanging out with a snake. Just hanging out with a snake. I cannot really get much from this. And then this just looks like a young up-and-coming, like, stockbroker, essentially. Stuff I don't care about. Yeah, no, it's pretty basic in terms of, like, what we've gotten. But what we've gotten definitely gives us a huge insight to the art direction. And it's going to be beautiful. It's true. It's going to be so great. Whoever designed these emblems needs like 1,000 pats on the back. I will say, I'm someone who really likes symmetry. The hand doesn't bother me all that much, but for some reason I'm very bothered by the anvil. I don't know why. I think it's just because, like, this is super, like, the rest of it is, because, like, this like, you know, it's a hand, you know. It's kind of supposed to be like that. Like, it feels weird. Shut up. This is like an awesome. Maybe it's like a bunch of like anthro characters in here, or like maybe people who do like a bunch of anthro mask stuff. Who knows? Again, just like fantastic. Again, I like symmetry also. Why is this like a freaking eagle, man? I don't understand. This is. I'm gonna be interested to see what the heck this is. Also, based on a video that Gavin Verhey recently put out, Goad is becoming evergreen. Goad, for those of you who don't know, is essentially like you force a creature to attack, if able, except it can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. My guess is that Goad is going to be the proving ground. Not the proving ground. What the fuck are these guys called? I think Goad is going to be the Riveteers mechanic. That way they can, like, kind of minimize the amount of new mechanics that they add, while still essentially, like, debuting the fact that it's evergreen. So I don't know, those are just my thoughts. Let me know which of these styles you like the best. Let me know how you feel about Wizards kind of just making full art lands essentially just every set, because at some point they, you know, in the past they've said it's meant to be like special or whatever. And then let me know if you think this is going to be a new member of the Oath, or new member of the Gatewatch, or if this is going to be the Legion of Doom. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons for the continued support. If you'd like to join them, support the show, you find links down in the description. Do, of course, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, all will be one.